Cheers, my thrifting friends. Okay, so John and I are on a day trip. We are at the Vermont Welcome Center. That's right. We're heading up into Brattleboro, Vermont. We're gonna go thrifting. There's a Goodwill up there, and we haven't been up there for more than a few years. We've definitely been there. We actually bought the car that my new car this year up there, up in Vermont, but we didn't stop anywhere that day. So anyway, we are here at the Welcome Center. We're gonna take a little break. It's not that far from our house. It's literally like under an hour. So it's pretty dramatic to stop at the Vermont Welcome Center, but we're all for it. We're loving it. And it's such a beautiful day. It's unbelievable. So yeah, let's check it out. Look how beautiful this building is. Wow. Very Vermont, you guys. Very Vermont. All right, we just drove up to the Goodwill in Brattleboro, Vermont. I'm super excited. I've never been in here. It got hot, so I had to take my jacket off. Whew. It's turned out to be a beautiful warm day, but here I am at the Goodwill in Brattleboro, Vermont. I've never been in this one. There must be thrifting angels in here. I hope so. I hope so, because I'm in the mood. I hope I get a really good haul for you guys and for myself. I cannot wait to check it out and hope these angels are in here. So let's go inside and see what we can find. It's always so exciting to walk into a new thrift store to you. I mean, I have not been in this store for over a decade, so it was completely new to me. So I am heading right to the hard goods. Luckily, they had lots of racks. Instantly spotting this blue and white ginger jar. Oh yeah. $6.99. I'm gonna probably take this in my car. Let me look at the bottom. Yeah, not super, super modern. I mean, it's modern enough, but it's not like a home goods thing. So yeah, bam, right in the cart. That took me all of 2 seconds walking in there. All right, let's see what we can find on the shelves. I'm just trying to get a feel for the prices. That was a hobbyist piece, $2.99. Look at this, you guys, Cinderella's glass slipper. If you didn't know already, I own my own consignment store. It's called Cinderella's. And this is actually the first thing I've ever bought for myself for the store. People have given me so many things, but I couldn't leave that glass slipper behind. All right, this said cards in box. I'm intrigued. It's all taped closed. I don't know what kind of cards they could be, playing cards, some other things. So I'm gonna have to ask. Oh, I really love this trinket box with the hummingbird on it. My mother-in-law loves hummingbirds. I might grab that for her. I'm looking at this horse. I really loved it. It was like a, ceramic glass. It was not plastic, but with that always comes chipping, and it had little flea bites in its ears. So I did leave it behind, but that was a really cute piece. Oh yeah, look at this. I love these little figurines. Oh, I totally grabbed her. She was 99 cents. I love these are really hot right now, the little figurines and the shelves. Speaking of which, here we go. I've been looking for these shelves. I know this one's for spoons, but people would totally still use this for all kinds of knickknacks. At $2.99, I'm going to grab it. At a town tag sale recently, like a few weeks ago, I purchased a few and they sold immediately. I know what this is too. I think it's called, I don't want to say it wrong. So later on when I do the haul, I know there's a name for this Mexican pottery and I recognize it. I know it begins with a T. Oh my God, garden frog. Yeah, I got $4.99, $5. I'm going to grab this garden frog. I know exactly where I'm going to put this. Yep. Okay, yeah, so that Mexican pottery, I know what it is. I've sold a bunch of it, and yeah, that's going to go in the cart too. Wow, the thrifting angels are here. They're out in force, and they're surrounding me. and I'm doing amazing. Here is another shelf, $2.99, perfect. Yeah, like I was saying, I had a few of these, and I got them for like $2, right around the same price. And I sold them for $7, and they all sold like the same day. So clearly they're popular. Oh yeah, love this mirror. I'm trying to see if that's schmutz or it's dull for some other reason. Hi, hello. 99 cents. Yeah, that's a no-brainer. We're going to grab that. It didn't feel super old, but it didn't feel super modern. So I think that's still a really handsome piece, and I'm going to throw that in my cart. This was really interesting. At first I thought it was a pen and ink drawing, but when I picked it up, I realized that this is a needlework piece, that somebody hand did this, crewel work, I think it's called. It is stunningly beautiful. I'm kind of regretting not getting this. If I had a booth down at the seashore, I mean, it would have been a no-brainer. It was $5, but I don't think I have a market for it in my current store, so I did leave it. But it was a very beautiful piece. I'm kind of regretting that. They had furniture, not a lot, a couple pieces. What really drew me into this corner was this mysterious box. It was $7.99. And I cannot imagine what is in this box. Okay, nothing. But what is this box for? It had such an unusual shape. It wasn't like a straight up box. It had this curve in it, this very unusual look. What is this box used for? Comment below if you know, but that was a very cool vintage box, and I probably should have picked that up. This blue and white dinnerware was modern, made in China. So this is probably sold in like a Home Goods or something like that. But it was pretty. I mean, if you need a couple modern blue and white plates, this would have been perfect for you because it was $2.99 for the whole stack. This is really pretty. So this is definitely a made in Holland piece. Got a little age to it. It was probably a souvenir piece from that town. So that's really pretty. They're definitely in demand. I am resisting the Apple trend. I don't want to get caught up in it like I did with the goose trend. So, but Gibson is a good brand name. They made a lot of homewares. And yeah, it really is in here. It's new in the box. It is an apple jar. I don't know. I resisted. I left it. It was pretty cute. Oh, these dogs are so cute. They drew me right in. Such a cute little pillow with all the little puppies on it. I love dogs. All right, I got a full cart, you guys. Full cart. I'm super excited. John's going to help me put all this in the car, and then we were really hungry, so we stopped at the Tulip. It was a really pretty cafe in downtown Brattleboro, Vermont, and we treated ourselves to a nice little lunch. We sat right in the window and looked at the whole town. Now, this was a Monday, so it was not bustling. It was nice and quiet. There we go, Tulip Cafe. So we enjoyed our seltzer drinks. These were not alcoholic, not that it matters, but they were, they make their own seltzer drinks. And then we got a little appetizer. My drink was a cucumber mint, and John got lemon ginger. And then I got myself a little salad with little lamb patties, and John got a wrap. This was a Greek restaurant, and it was lovely. And let's look at my haul. Hi everybody. All right, well, it's the day after. John and I went to Vermont yesterday. We had such a good time. It was so relaxing. Yeah, we had fun thrifting. We had fun doing all the things, and got myself a really cute haul. I can't wait to show you. I'm out here on my deck because it's a really cloudy day and it's super dark inside. So I wouldn't have enough lights to put on to, make this possible. So we're going to do this out here on the deck, but let me start off with some dishes. They didn't have a ton of dishes, so I just got these 4, and there's actually 2 that are, they're not all 4 the same. 2 are one way and 2 are another way, but they're all the same manufacturer. So these were only 50 cents a piece. I thought they were so pretty for the blue and white. Do you love them? I love them. I think they're beautiful. I think these would make great little lunch plates for John and I. Here's what the back stamp looks like. Yeah, I thought these were so beautiful. They're that super dark blue, almost like a flow blue. So there's 2 like this and 2 like this, and I love them. I paid 50 cents a piece, and I'm keeping them. All right, the next thing I picked up was, I just thought of my mother-in-law when I saw this. She really loves hummingbirds. I mean, we love them too, but she loves collecting little things with hummingbirds. I thought this was just a trinket box, but it's actually a music box as well. So let's wind it up and see what it plays. Just your typical little music box thing. This is the back stamp on it. Actually, before I show you that, you can remove this part. This music part just comes right out, and then you can just use it as a trinket box as well. But it had a really interesting back stamp. I had never seen this before. It says that it's a ruby-throated hummingbird by Lena Lou. First issue in Lena Lou's something of nature. Something music box collection. So, oh, the music of Tchaikovsky's Waltz of the Flowers. Oh, I love Waltz of the Flowers. So that's what all that says without my glasses. Sorry, that was so slow. I don't have my glasses on. But anyway, I thought this was a super cute trinket box, and I thought that my mother-in-law would really enjoy it. The second I saw this box, I knew it was going to be something groovy, something from the 70s. Look at this, totally groovy. Yeah, this is like a 70s, 80s thing. So it says it's a dip chiller. Let's look. And yep. So this is the part you put the dip in. And it's all new, never been opened or used, I should say. And then this is the part that you put the ice in. But look how groovy and kitchen 70s groovy the graphics are on this, right? I mean, this is super cool. You could just put this with any plain cream colored serving bowls, dishes, you know, and it would be super groovy, very cottagecore cool. I loved it. So I grabbed it. I paid, what did I pay for this? I think I paid $2 for this. Almost everything in there was 99 cents, $1.99, or $2.99. It was a great Goodwill in Brattleboro, Vermont. Very reasonably priced. So just paid a couple bucks for it. Super cute. All right, so the other trinkety thing that I picked up was, yeah, you see that? Yadro, and $3. Oh my word. So I love Yadro. I hardly ever find it thrifting that's not broken. It's never with a box or anything like that. So this is the piece that was inside. This looks like baby's first Christmas little ornament, doesn't it? Oh, this is super sweet. And there's the Yadro stamp on the back. So yeah, I thought this was so precious. Oh my goodness, how precious is this? So I can't wait to put this out in my store for Christmas. I won't have to wait long, just a couple weeks we'll be putting these things out, and this is gonna be one of them. I didn't pick up too much artwork, but I did pick up 2 small things. The first one was this painting. This is gorgeous. I paid $2.99 for this. I love the vintage wooden frame with the gold finish, and this is an original painting. It's not a print. Looks like a beautiful winter scene. I think this is so beautiful, and it's definitely older. Here's the back, so it's got the older styled framing situation back here. So it's definitely got some age to it, but how beautiful and cottagecore and awesome is this? I love this. I'm not sure if I'm selling it or if I'm gonna hold on to it. I don't know. This might look good in one of my bookcases. I'm not sure, but I do love it very much. And I also found this. Now I have since cleaned it up. When you saw the footage of me grabbing this mirror part was very dingy. I was rubbing it with my finger to see if it was just schmutz or something worse. And it turns out it was just schmutz. But this is really pretty. It's one of those kind of bubble mirrors. It's got a convex curve to it with the eagle on the top. Now, I think it is resin. I don't think it's wood. Yeah, it's definitely a resin piece. This is the back of it. And I paid 99 cents. You can't go wrong for this. This is super vintage looking. I think it's probably like from the, I don't know, what would you guys say? Maybe the 80s or 90s? It's a reproduction. It's not super old, but it looks really cool. And if you do want like to put something vintagey looking on a gallery wall, this would be perfect. This would be amazing, actually. So yeah, that's why I grabbed it. And for 99 cents, my goodness, you know, you can't go wrong. Someone's going to love this in my store. All right, so I did grab 2 garden things. I got this guy.
He was $4.99. I couldn't resist him. He was in one of the they had just rolled out like 2 or 3 bins. They had just rolled out a bunch of bins. So most of this stuff I actually only the Yadro piece and the I'm going to show you a blue and white ginger jar piece. Oh, and the 4 dishes. Those were on the racks, but almost all this I grabbed right out of the bins. But anyway, who doesn't love garden sculpture like this, right? I'm sure I'm going to find a really cute spot for this. So I grabbed him. He's a good size too. He's resin. And then they had this concrete piece, this turtle. I paid $2.79 for him. And I think he's supposed to maybe be like with a tea light. I'm not sure. Or just maybe by himself. But this is a concrete piece. And I thought he was adorable. Oh, look at his little face and his little feet. They're so cute. So I loved both of these pieces. I'm a huge sucker for garden stuff, as you know. John and I do a ton of gardening content, but yep. So I grabbed this too because these are expensive to purchase, you know, at Home Depot or any of your garden centers, and they're super fun to find out thrifting. So this next piece is definitely a collectible. I recognized it right away when I saw it. I definitely grabbed it out of the gray bins that they had. I did pay $4.99 for it. I think this is called tonala. I think that's what this is called. I'll put it over here, what I find online, but I'm almost sure this is tonala. And I know it sells for, you know, definitely more than $5. It's definitely collectible. It's a pottery from Mexico. There you go. So that's the artist and that signed it, and it's a really beautiful design. This is like a more well-known design. I think this would be considered a teapot or some kind of, you know, hot water vessel type pot, but I loved it. It was in perfect condition, didn't have any chips. It was all taped together. So the lid definitely, you know, was part of it, stayed with it. So that's good. And a lot of people do collect these. These are really collectible. They look really pretty when you put them on display in your kitchen. So I cannot wait to bring this to the store. It's collectible, super pretty, and I absolutely love it. All right, you guys saw me grab this ginger jar right when I walked in. It was like, bam! Saw it on the shelf and had to have it, you know? So I think I paid $6.99 for it, and it's got the cover, which is, you almost always just find them like this, and people just think they're vases. They actually always come with a lid. They're ginger jars. They're not meant to be vases. This is the back stamp on it. So this is definitely an older piece. I mean, it's not super old, but it's probably like from the 70s or 80s, I think, something like that. And I absolutely love blue and white. I cannot resist blue and white. I love these ginger jars. I think they're super classy and beautiful. They look beautiful any way you display them, any way you use them. They're timeless. And for $6.99, I had to grab it. All right, so this last thing, well, I have 2 more things to show you there with the shelves that I grabbed. But this last thing is kind of just like, I don't need this, but this is a glass slipper. It's glass. And I had to have it because I own a store called Cinderella's, and this is kind of part of the logo of the store to have a glass slipper. And believe it or not, I've never actually had a glass slipper in the store. Like a lot of people have given me a lot of Cinderella stuff, like I would say Disney type stuff, you know, just as fun things to put in my store. But I don't think I've ever actually found the glass slipper. I'll put my logo up here so you can see what I mean, but this is amazing. And I mean, I'm only going to probably have the store for a few more years. When my lease is up, I don't think I'm going to be, I'm going to be retiring. I know I'm going to be retiring. But for the next few years, at the very least, I am going to display this at my desk. And yeah, it's a Cinderella slipper just for my business. All right, so the last 2 things I grabbed were wall shelves. And these are hot, really, really hot. I didn't realize how hot they were. Like 2 weeks ago or so, I picked up maybe 3 of them at this little tiny tag sale in my town. It was to benefit like the Preservation Society, something like that. And I think I paid $1 each for them, and they sold, I put like $6.50, $6.99. I cleaned them up and I just put them right in my store. They sold in like 2 days, gone. And I was like, wow, the shelves are a thing. Okay. So I've been looking for them ever since, like for the last 2 weeks or so. When I've been out, you know, sourcing, I've been trying to find them and I can't find them anywhere. So when I saw these two shelves, I got this shelf, which I think I'm going to paint white. I think I'm going to paint this white before I try to sell it. The other shelves that I had grabbed, 2 of them were painted. One was natural. They were painted like a dark blue. One was black, one was like a dark blue, and one was natural. They all sold. So I think I'm going to try to paint this one white. So I paid $229 for this one. So still super affordable. And this is a good size one. This is definitely not a smaller one. This is a good size one that you can fit a lot of knickknacks on. People, I think, are buying them because these little small knickknack things are definitely coming back. It's a thing, you guys. It's a thing. This is the other one that I grabbed. I paid $2.99 for this one. Now this one's definitely older. It's got like a Maker's Mark sticker up there. And this was for spoons. I kind of debated for a hot second on it. It looks like you hang your spoons. It's got the, but you know what? I figured I'm gonna grab this, and I think I'm gonna paint this black before I sell it because it really has a lot of nicks and wear on it, you can see. So I think this would look good, and I think people would just kind of not worry so much about this, and they would use like this shelf, and this shelf for all their knickknacks. And then maybe if they had super small things, they could fit them on there. But I think that someone who's looking for this type of thing to display their little knickknacks would completely not mind at all that this was a spoon hanging display rack and still use it for their small stuff. I think that I'm going to go with that. I have confidence that that's going to be the case. So I'm going to go and paint this black. I'm going to paint the other one white. And then I'm going to bring them to the store and see how I do with them. Hello everybody. We are in late September. And today is the day that we are going to make our canned peppers. So technically, it's like I guess it's peppers under oil. Mostly preserved with oil and some vinegar, right, hun?
Yeah.
Okay, and these are all sweet peppers, so we're not doing a hot pepper thing. Although I did want to say, I looked in the, sorry for the cars. I looked in the, where you have the hot peppers fermenting. Are they ready?
Yes, I'm hoping to do that today.
Awesome. All right, so we're going to do a circle back on the hot peppers that we did a couple of videos ago. And those are fermented and ready to be, I guess we just put them in a blender is really the last step. But all right, so let's gather up all the peppers we have, which we have a lot out here. You gathering these too? Ooh.
No, I was leaving those behind.
No, what's the hole from? From the vermin that we've been eating?
Yeah, went in there and ate the bottom part of the plant.
Yeah, we lost a lot of eggplant this year. Next year we're going to grow them in the greenhouse, I think. Or no, they're going to be in grow boxes, like up here by the fence line. Yeah, because we lost a lot of them too.
Now pepper turning color?
Yep, pretty. We lost a lot of them to the, I don't know if it was,
rodents.
Yeah, rodent, probably, I don't know if it was a chipmunk or mice, something like that, but yeah. This is the best time of the year when you get to harvest your own stuff and then preserve it if you know how. It's the best time of the year. It's what you look forward to, you know, in the middle of winter when you're picking out your seeds. And then in the spring, you have all this hope that you're going to have a really good crop and that you're going to be able to do something with it. So this is really the best time of the year. A bunny. I wasn't fast enough to get him on camera. That was a bunny. He just came flying out of here, so we know what he was eating. So this is one of the cool vintage antique things I have out here, since, you know, this is a thrifting vintage channel too, as much of the cooking stuff we do. So this, I'm actually not 100% sure what this is, but this part moves. And I think it's some kind of scale or something. I don't know, but I bought this in Brimfield probably about 20 or 25 years ago. And when we had the shed built, this was built like right on our property, not delivered or anything. It was like built. That's what I put up there. So it's as old as the shed and it's pretty cool. And I'm not 100% sure what it is. I'll probably have to Google Lens it, see if I can find it. But it's a cool piece of vintage. We love like old vintagey stuff. I don't even know where these big round metal rings came from. What would that have come from, hun? I don't know. Just a lot of old stuff we've got hanging up here. It's pretty fun. All right, so this is what we're picking for now. This is pretty much everything we have left. Maybe a couple little small ones we kind of just left. Oh yeah, we're gonna pick some zinnias for the table. So John had mentioned he's gonna be saving this one specifically for the seeds. See how it's all dried out? The cone is all dry. So he's gonna save that for the seeds, which is super cool. I'm sure he's gonna show us how he preserves the seeds for that. But we're gonna pick a nice little bouquet. I have a nice depression glass marigold. You guys have seen my vase before. We're gonna put a few of them in there. They're on the table right now. Ooh, can you get the yellow one that's like in the middle?
Sure.
Okay, here, I'll hold those. Thank you. Look at how pretty. I love it. Ooh, be careful, baby. See, I don't get too close in here because I don't want to fall or get bit. Any one of those nice orangey ones. Yeah, that one's pretty. Make sure there's nothing on them when you hand them to me. Okay. There. Look how bright that one is. Pretty. Oh, that's a pretty peach one.
Like a peach color.
Oh, I love it. That one's really pretty. Wow.
And you got some pink ones.
Okay, there's nothing pink in here yet. We'll do pink. We have magenta, but not light pink. Very pretty.
I'll get you the one with the giant grasshopper.
Oh my God. Don't lose the grasshopper because that's really cool.
Yeah.
Look at you guys. Look at that grasshopper on it.
Or whatever it is.
Could be, is it a grasshopper or do you think it's a cricket? I don't know, but you can't come in the house with us. Can I just shake him off? Will he be okay? Okay. Bye-bye. Okay, he's gone. All right, that's a nice little bouquet, unless you want to... Okay, that's good. We'll leave the rest for the bees. There's still bees that are awake, and now we're going to get the seed one. One more thing to show you guys. This is how you get your own zinnia seeds. Don't buy them. Grow them once. Oh, it looks like there's another dried one right there. Yeah. So he's going to have these two. And that's probably more than enough for next year, right? Oh, there's another one in there. I see it. I don't know. Is that dry enough?
Yeah, they've already been eating it.
Oh, the seeds, you mean? Who comes in to eat the seeds?
Oh, birds.
Birds.
It's great to grow these for, they feed everything. They feed the birds, they eat the seeds. They feed the hummingbirds, the butterflies.
There we go. So that's our zinnia seeds for next year.
These
Harvested.
are just
Oops, sorry.
little sails to help spread the seed. There's a hard seed at the end of each petal.
Oh, I didn't know that. At the end of the petal?
I believe so.
You're okay.
Boink.
Oh, that end. Yeah, that's what I imagined.
Yeah, so
that's
that when
the
it
hard
sheds
seed.
the seeds, it's like
Yeah.
a little sail.
Yeah, a little sail that
carry
takes
it
it away.
over.
Oh, I love it. All right, we're not even going to waste that seed. Okay. All right, in we go to the house. We're going to start the grill now and get these things frying. I wanted to show you guys some free plants that John and I pulled over on the side of the road to get yesterday. Don't mind the garbage bag right here is all the tomato plants. So we bag up the tomato plants and we pull them out of the ground. But someone had this beautiful English ivy on the side of the road, just free. So we have it in a bucket of water here. We're going to plant it. But I want to show you where we're going to plant it because I already have a really nice bed of English ivy. It's along the rock wall here, along the side of the house. So this is the side of the house. Yeah, so we have, I figure I would put it right in here because we don't have any ivy. You can see this is where the old ivy ends, right there. And then it's just some lily of the valley, weeds or whatever, and then the ivy picks up again. So we've got this empty spot between these two spots that we're thinking that ivy would be perfect to fill it in, because this is really expensive in the garden centers now. And we planted this like 20 years ago from flats that we purchased at various garden centers. We have various kinds. So we have like the old big English ivy kind, and then we have some smaller varieties right here. So this is all ivy, like an Ivy League college. It's literally just a bunch of ivy. So we knew exactly what it was and knew that we had a little bare spot right here. So we're going to plant that free ivy right in that bare spot. So we are going to be doing 2 canning projects today. This is the main one where we're going to pick out some really nice ones in here for one roasting pan of stuffed peppers. So that's a good one. And yep, that's a good one too. And then the other project we're going to do is we're going to do just 2 larger jars of whole picklers. We're going to make them sweet. So we're going to be doing 2 jars of whole sweet pickles and as many smaller pint jars as we can get of the peppers in oil and vinegar. And let me show you, I wanted to show you the one. So this is what the peppers in oil looks like when it's done. Now you guys, this is from 2016. It is still good. We had a jar of this literally in the last 2 weeks. It was delicious. And we're going to have some of this with steak tonight. We defrosted some flank steak. So this is delicious on Italian bread, with meat, with fried eggs.
Egg sandwich, yeah.
Egg sandwiches, with sausage.
Any sandwich, really.
Right. So when you're thinking like peppers and sausage, you can just use one of these jars with sausage. It's amazing. It's delicious. It holds forever. Like I said, proof. We've been doing this for a really long time, John and I. This is from 2016. So how many years is this? I mean, this is almost 10 years old.
Yeah. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, jar of peppers.
Yeah, right around this time.
Yeah, right around this time we would have made this 10 years ago. Boy, how time flies, huh? All right, so we are off and we are going to have some fun this afternoon and just preserve up our peppers. And now we're also going to add some red onion to the peppers as well. So we took these 4 out for stuffed peppers. The rest of these we're going to slice and roast, and we're going to add onions and garlic. So it's going to be amazing. It's going to be delicious. Oh, I also wanted to show you guys over here. I am in the midst of drying all of my mint. So I make my own mint tea. So this is what I cut out of our herb garden. This is all mint. And when it all dries, you just put it in a jar. Actually, I'm going to have to level up and get a bigger jar.
Smells like mint.
Because this is already full. So, yep, that's another little project we've got going on. We're drying our own mint for some tea. So I'm going to work on the pickles while John continues to cut up the peppers. But this is how far he's gotten. So this is what's going to go on the grill outside. But I'm going to sanitize my jars. I'm going to make a brine to put on these. They're going to be sweet pickles, so it's going to be vinegar, sugar, water, and I did buy a seasoning packet at the grain store because we picked up some new jars and lids, and just jars and lids for what we're doing with. So this is all washed. All its peppers are washed. I'm going to add garlic. Actually, this garlic is going with the peppers, so this is John's garlic. I'm going to be adding some garlic and some red onion to my peppers. Here's the packet that I purchased, but I don't need too much of this, like just a couple of tablespoons of this. And I'm going to get the brine going. This is vinegar, water. I'm going to add some sugar. And this is just going to be the pot where we're going to boil the jars. But I'm going to get all that started. And when I'm ready to fill my jars, I will show you. All right, so my jars have been sanitizing in this big pan right there. My brine has already come up to a boil. So I am ready to fill my jars. This is the exciting part. We're going to put all these things in the jars with all my other stuff. So I'm going to turn you downward so you can see what I'm doing, and let's fill up our big pickle jars. All right, so we are waiting 10 minutes for these really large pickle jars to finish boiling. We have brine left over and we have pickles left over. So I have cut these into spears and we're gonna go ahead and do 2 more jars. This always happens when you're canning. You think you have enough, you never do. So yeah, I am going to, we didn't have enough pickles, I should say, we didn't have enough cucumbers left to do another big jar, but we had enough if you cut it into spears to do 2 more smaller jars. So that's what we're gonna do. Let's check on John's progress. Wow, looking good. These are getting full. This is the sink now. He's down to the bell peppers. He's already done all the fryers. So he'll keep cutting bell peppers until he's sick of it. And then we'll get the grill going and start those roasting. So we are ready for what next, babe?
Got the grill firing up, so we're just gonna get the peppers ready. You can put whatever you want on them, but the minimum would be a nice amount of sea salt or pink salt.
You got pink salt there, right?
Yep. Because it's gonna help preserve the peppers after.
Our own garlic.
Our own garlic.
Which is also in the pickles. Can't wait. I try to use a lot of it. I mean, yeah, if we don't have another bag in the freezer, we only have like half a bag left.
And don't be scared of the oil.
Yeah, we bought a olive oil, what does the label say? It's an olive oil canola oil mix.
Yep.
Yeah, so we're using a mix. You don't have to use straight olive oil, but definitely buy a mix. Don't do it with like corn oil or, you know, none of that. Buy an olive oil mix and it will come out perfect, we promise.
But if you're doing this outside on a grill like we are, the only mistake you can make is using too little. And then you're going to get burns and scorching. And
yeah, we bought this whole thing with the intent of using all of it in there.
So now they're ready to go on the grill.
All right, let's do it. This is the fun part where you get to sit on your deck and relax and drink wine and eat cheese while you're waiting for this stuff to roast. All right, so our little quart jars of spears are ready. So we've got the whole pickles. Actually, I cut the pickles. I cut the cucumbers in half there. And then these are spears. Ooh, wow. And they also have some garlic and some onion in them. Perfect. So he's just going to check them to make sure that they're screwed down tight enough. And we're just going to let our pickles rest. I love what we got here. Yep, these are great. Look at that, you guys. Definitely worth the time and effort to do it yourself. Definitely. All right, let's move on to finishing up the peppers. All right, here we go, you guys. So these 2 babies are gonna sit. Now, how long do these need to roast for?
Hours.
Like, you mean 2, 3, 4?
At least 2.
2, all right, so it's 2 o'clock now on a Sunday afternoon. So we're not even gonna take a look at these until like 4:30. That's how long they need. All right, the afternoon is ours now. All right, true to our word, we're gonna take a break from all of our hard work and we're gonna eat these same exact things we're making today from 2016. Let's do it.
Oi.
Oi, it's vacuum packed sealed.
And that's why it lasts so long.
Yeah, that's why, yeah. Oh, nice, look at that. Let's see that. Oh yeah, yeah, that's going to be delicious. So we cut up our own pita breads here. We got some cheese, some apples, wine, of course. And we're going to sit here, chillax. It's a beautiful, gorgeous day. A couple clouds in the sky, not much, but while our peppers are roasting, we are gonna just kick back and enjoy this little snack. And then we're gonna do the peppers. We're gonna fill up the jars, but we've got a little ways to go. We're gonna relax. You show me eating it if you want. So we held true to our word, and we just finished taking all the seeds out of the zinnia flower bud thing, head thing, and we're going to stick it in this old pill bottle.
Yeah, because the seed-saving vial was too small.
Too small.
Use regular paper, not a paper towel.
Yeah, don't do as we do. Do as we say.
We didn't have paper.
But hey, this is a lot of zinnia seeds.
They won't stick to paper.
Yeah. We were just doing this on the fly.
Yeah.
Out in the garage, we were doing some gardening, and we just decided, oh, let's go ahead and process these. So paper towel was all we had, but you get the drift. So go outside and look on your flower heads for zinnias if you have dried heads. There you go. You can have some seeds for next year. We're ready to finish the fermented pepper hot sauce. How long has this been in the jar like this?
It's fermented for about a week and a half.
All right, well, do your thing.
And you normally ferment it for a minimum of 1 week. So we got everything ready to go. When it ferments, it's not uncommon for there to be a top layer of wild yeast that forms on the top. It's harmless, but I don't want it. So I'm just going to pour that out just until I can get to the weight. And then we'll take our weight out. I'm actually going to use that as a strainer. Thinking and working. We want to capture some of this brine. That's fine. I don't need all of it. So for the quart jar, we're saving a cup of brine. And then you put in an equal amount of vinegar. And that's all there to preserve your hot sauce. And people will either, although a lot of times they'll blend all this up and then they have to strain it to get all the stuff out. But I like to do things the easy way. So I bought a little juicer. Forget the exact, it's a compact slow juicer. And all it does is it works the same way a food mill works. It just rotates the food against the grate. So all you get is the juice and not the skin or the seeds.
All right, so we finished juicing all of the peppers that were fermented. Reminder, they were fermented with mangoes?
Nectarines.
Nectarines. Okay, so they were fermented. Okay, so next is what? We got to put something else in there?
Yeah, so we did a cup of brine, a cup of vinegar, and now we're at 3 cups, so it's a cup of pepper juice as well. Adjust that however you want. It'll only make it hotter or milder, but you definitely need it to preserve it. But you can see it's just a mixture. It's not really homogeneous. So that's what you need xanthan gum for. You need an insanely small amount. If you can buy a smaller bottle, get a smaller bottle. But the only trick is you have to be running a blender when you put this in. If I put that in now, it's going to turn into a little pebble and sink to the bottom.
All right, so you're going to do this. Okay, we're going to just...
So after blending it with the xanthan gum, you can see it's just a nice solid orange color in this case. Just pour them into sterilized jars, cap them, and put them in the refrigerator.
All right, so now we're going to be doing the peppers. See how fun this is? We've spent all Sunday afternoon doing food stuff, you guys. All right, so that's all vinegar, right?
Yep, I'm going to take a lot of it.
All right, so you guys saw me haul this percolator
in like a video or two ago. I hauled it. I showed you that I had gotten it at the Goodwill, and I got it for John and I in case we had a power outage or just nice to have a percolator because we have a gas stove. But we're going to actually use it on the
grill.
Yep. What are we going to do with it?
We're going to boil some herbed vinegar in there. So this is very nice that it has the little strainer holes in it. Probably not what it was designed for, but we got fresh basil.
Oh, you got the herbs already in there.
Thyme.
Like a tea. Okay, yeah. He's already on. Okay, I didn't notice. I didn't realize he had it already in there. Okay. And we're going to just add the vinegar. So this is what's going to truly, really preserve those peppers is the vinegar portion. Not just the oil, but you need the vinegar too. So if you want to wait 10 years to eat your peppers, like we just finished our snack, by the way. It was glorious. We had cheese and the peppers, and we had it on pita bread. You saw. It was amazing. We've been hanging out.
We'll just put this right on the grill.
All right, let's go. You guys can take a walk with me through the house. It's a beautiful day here in New England. It's the end of September. It's super sunny, super nice. So we've been having the peppers. It's been a few hours since you saw them last. So there you go. That's what they look like. That's going to sit right there. And you need to get it to a boil, I take it. Or something hot, right?
Boiling would be preferred. And you can see the peppers have completely reduced down.
Yeah.
Well, not completely. They're not like gone.
No, but you're going to can them still. So
they're
yeah.
nice and pliable.
Nice and pliable. You saw the way we were eating them on our pita bread and chips and stuff. They're amazing. Wow, look at that garlic. Yes. All right, so we're going to wait for that to get nice and hot, and then we're going to can it all. Meanwhile, it's a stunningly beautiful day. All right, we'll see you in a few. We have the canning ready to commence with the peppers. So we've got our jars set up. And yeah, John's gonna fill each jar.
It's just a hot pack. The jars are still hot from being sanitized. Peppers are good and hot. What we want to do is we want to get these guys in here. They're nice and soft. So they fill the jar really amazing. Easy.
You guys, anything that we don't can, we're eating tonight with flank steak. And I'm not apologizing. This smells amazing. Oh, it smells like, you know, like when you're at like a boardwalk somewhere and they have sausage and pepper, you can smell that pepper. That's what it smells like. It smells so good. Okay, don't ignore that noise. That's just, yeah. It's hunting season-ish.
You can tell by the funnel how full the jar is. Okay?
Okay.
And then what we're going to do is we're going to take that, switch it over. We're going to get a nice clean spoon and go doink.
Okay, remember this is our herbed vinegar mixture.
And as you pull out your Nana spoon, you're pouring that
That's the
vinegar.
method. There you go.
1/4 inch headspace. I'm going to put a cap on that.
Yep. So this is, again, this method is called hot packs. So if you guys want to Google it, I mean, we're not doing a tutorial. We're just sharing with you the fun we're having this afternoon.
And that's it. No boiling.
That's a hot pack.
No boiling is going to happen.
Right.
That jar is just done.
Right. You got to watch for them all to pop, though. Like, you'll hear them pop down as they cool down, and you check them. And anything that doesn't pop down, you can just eat right away. So, like, you know, full disclosure, one of our pickle jars, one of the smaller ones, didn't seal properly. It didn't pop down all the way for whatever reason. And we'll just eat those right away. It's in the refrigerator. And I think one of our stewed tomato cans also didn't pop down. So that's in the refrigerator. We're just going to make soup with that right away. So that's not bad odds. You know, as long as they're sealed and popped down, you're okay. And whatever doesn't, just eat right away. It still is preserved for quite a while. Like if we didn't want to eat those pickles, the one pickle jar for like 6 or 7 months in the refrigerator, it would be fine. All right, we got to focus now. Remember, spoon, because you're creating space. Pour in the hot herb vinegar. Pull the spoon out. Cap it.
You want to make sure that you got that vinegar all the way down to the bottom.
Yep. That's why the spoon. You're trying to create a space for the vinegar to go all the way to the bottom of the jar. There we go. All right. We're going to focus on the rest of our jars, and we'll see you in a few.
Here is the fruits of our labors today. So we started at a little after 2 o'clock. It's now 5 o'clock, and here's what we got. So we got 4 jars of pickles, and full disclosure, like I said, well, actually now it's not popping. So they should be absolutely, what's the word, honey? Help me out. There shouldn't be any
concave.
Yeah, concave. If you can hear it go beep beep, you know, like if it's clicking, then it didn't quite go right. We thought this one wasn't going right, but it looks like it actually sealed while we walked away, and so now it's dead. There's no clicking back and forth. So
Still have it first.
Yeah, still have it first. But so we got 4 jars of pickles. We got 3 little jars of the hot sauce. John did try it. He said it was delicious, but no doubt about it, very hot. As he was actually juicing those, I could feel it going down my throat. Yeah, I'm not going to lie, it seemed hot. And then we got, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, we got 8. 8 pints of the most beautiful oil and pepper Italian. We had some of the same stuff from a really long time ago. So I got to change these labels. Some of these jars, there's an old label, 2017 Chow. So we also do Chow. Hear that noise? That's one of them popping, actually. So that's the seal really sealing down. That's the noise of it just completely going concave and sealing. But anyway, I hope you guys had fun with us. We had a lot of fun on this beautiful Sunday afternoon, preserving all the fruits of our garden. It's lovely. It's wonderful. It's the big reward at the end of the gardening season to take your harvest and preserve it, and it's a lot of fun. So hopefully we inspired you to check out canning. Maybe you want to try it for yourself. And yeah, thanks for hanging out with us. All right, well, that was everything I had for you guys in this haul. It feels like the sun might be coming out finally, of course. That's okay. I had fun doing this outside. It's a beautiful day, even though it's overcast. And we had a lot of fun in Vermont. Oh, Miss Mina. Oh, come here. Oh. She's like, Mommy, I've been circling you. Are we ready to play? She has obsessive compulsive wanting to play with the ball. So we're gonna do that for a little while because she's been walking around with her little ball in her mouth. But anyway, highly recommend Brattleboro, Vermont. We had such a nice day. It was so relaxing. And obviously a beautiful state, and we got to see some gorgeous foliage on our drive, had a lovely lunch, had fun thrifting, and it was really great. So hopefully you enjoyed watching that footage, and of course all of the canning we did. I hope you guys aren't sick of that. It's something that we do a lot of, so I figure you might have fun watching us work at the end of the growing season to put away all of our food as much as we can for the winter. Have fun doing that. And yeah, thanks for watching. Subscribe if you like my content. Give me a thumbs up if you had an enjoyable time watching this video. And I will see you again real soon. Won't we, Mina? Yeah.